I'm trying to paint. Today I'm painting this little Grey Knight guy because I like him. The paints I'm using will be White Scar, Ironbreaker, Lothern Blue, Ushabti Bone, Evilson Scarlet, I don't know, Auric Armor Gold, Mephiston Red Null Oil, and Keldor Sky. First up, I'm going to use my Ironbreaker, and you're going to need to do a couple layers of this because it's metallic paints, they're awkward. Water it down because metallic paints can be extra cloggy if you do not do this. And yeah, just slowly build up your layers, nice and easy. You basically want to do the whole armor pretty much. Like, I'm not doing the sword blade, you're not doing like the storm bolter casing, like these parts just not necessary. Then with the Ulrich Armor Gold, I need to learn that name. I'm just doing all the lettering like that's engraved and like carved into all these armor and stuff. Then with my White Scar, I'm getting his right hand shoulder pad, I think it is. And yeah, you may need to do a few layers because, you know, runny paints over black, it ain't gonna come out that clear. Then with my Mephiston Red, I'm doing like his sword here, I'm doing his storm bolter. I also move on quickly here to like Purity Seals, and I do like the rim of like the Grey Knight iconography of the books. I also do, which I do not show, the white shoulder pad. I do one half for red, but I don't really show it doing that on camera. Ushabti. Someone told me actually how to say this the other day. I can't remember what they said. Ushabti? I don't know. But yeah, I'm doing like bandages and Purity Seals and scrolls and anything that looks like it's made out of paper. Then with my Null Oil, I'm doing all my little cracks and recesses, and I'm doing all of them, which I love when I only use one shade and I just do everything with this. And I'm doing the gold with this. I know some people don't, but like, I just think it's the best way to do it with gold now. I've tried different washes and it never comes out good, so I'm just sticking with what I think works best, and that's my Null Oil. Then I'm onto my Ironbreaker, and this is just a neaten up where I splashed my shade, my wash, where I just splashed it everywhere because I have a tendency to do that. So I'm just neatening up, like all the getting rid of the dots. Make sure it's nicely watered down because you don't need a thick amount to cover it up. And if you do use a thick amount, you're going to end up with like wishy-washy like paint strokes in your paint work. So you gotta be careful of that. Then I'm onto my Ulrich Armor Gold, and here I'm just doing a dry brush. So I want to get as much as the paint, pretty much all of it, off of that brush on a piece of tissue there. And then I just gently run it along the gold areas. Now, this is all I'm going to actually do with the gold because you don't need to do any more. It's not that main of a part. And it just like picks up like the sparkle, gives it a bit of shine back that it lost from the wash. Here I'm Mephiston redding up my red areas because they're like significantly been darkened from the Null Oil. Then onto my Ushabti Bone. And I'm just doing the papery bits again because they're dirty now. Then with Evilson Scarlet, this is a different red, it's a much lighter one. I'm using this as my highlights for all the ready areas, just going around the edges and stuff, making sure it's nice and neat. I mean, often I use this as my main red and then I highlight with an orange, but today I'm doing this because I don't want that brightness with the silver. Then with my Keldor Sky, I'm doing the main blade here. Now, you be careful when you're doing it that you don't just touch it to the silver of the hilt. You want to keep that little gap there, like a little black line. Lothern Blue, I'm picking out his eyes here, picking out the eye lenses here, making them nice and clear, and then I'm doing my lightning effect that I do on my force weapons, power weapons. And all people are thinking here, oh, look how thick he's doing those lines, look how thick. Yes, I know I'm doing them thick here, but I need to be doing them thick here, and you'll see why with the White Scar here. So first of all, with my White Scar, I'm highlighting all the papery parts. It's a really, I just like highlighting white on that. I'm also, you can see the red there, the red half of the shoulder pad, but yeah, I'm neatening up where the wash got on the white of the shoulder pad. Then, with the white, we want to do even thinner lines inside of the Lothern Blue lines, and that is why we don't want the Lothern Blue lines to be super thin, because if they're super thin, I'm not going to be able to get the white lines in there. And now I know probably people are probably thinking, well, the white lines are quite thick too, but yeah, I want them to be. You know, I want them to be. I don't want the sword to just be blue with a tiny little string going through it. But yeah, here I'm using the white again to just pick out some at the edges of like the silver armor, just to give it a bit of shine, make him look clean and neat, and yeah, it just makes him prettier. And that's our final model. You see, I think he came out pretty good. He's nice, clean, fits with my cartoony style, and yeah, he's looking pretty decent. And just showed all different angles of him and stuff. And here's my Drago, who is now a proud father, and he loves his son dearly. So please like my video, subscribe. You can click below to view like Drago being painted, or like assembly videos, or like other videos, or check out my channel. There's like tons more on my channel. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.